Alright, Biker Trash here. I'm no longer at work this week, so I can get a couple reviews done. Getting back to requested reviews, I had this last week and I never was able to get to it. So here is my review on the only Minicon combiners that I know of: Energon Perceptor and Armada Perceptor. Let's get this going. Right here on the left side of your screen, you see Energon Highwire and Armada Highwire. Watch closely, it's going to happen fast. You split the back section, rotate that down, the pedals come forward to become feet, the left arm separates from the front tire, and the ball joints are very loose. The arms like to pop off. And right there is his transformation. All of, not very many steps. I actually lost count somewhere between 3 and 4. The Energon version, a little bit more involved. They got some more joints in here. Separate the muffler from underneath the seat. You can really just leave the shoulders as they are. There's not much reason to pose anything on this figure, because the only reason these figures exist, I am convinced, is so that they could combine. There is no redeeming factor whatsoever to the rest of these figures except that they are combiners. It's worse than, I don't know how many of y'all have the original Devastator. I have a knockoff. I don't have the real one. But all I can say is, unless the actual real Devastator is a lot better than the knockoff, I don't need him. He doesn't stand very well. This one does, because he's basically a tripod. This one, not so well. He's very hard to balance. I'm not going to take the time to do it. He does rest on his head pretty well. Get him out the way. And next we have the Grindors. And what's interesting is they actually changed it. Well, I'm going to get to that in the transformation to super mode, combined mode, whatever. To start with, you're going to take and split the front half of the board like that. These black sections right here separate to become like a nice broad looking shoulder plates on his chest. The arms are separate from the tops of the skateboard, and they make a real good looking little wing. I like Transformers with wings. The legs flip down to the outside, and these will become the arms of the combiner. This guy right here is probably the only figure that really looks good on his own. There's no other figure that really combines, you know, that looks good on his own. I mean, this guy is a nice, solid looking little figure. There we go. He's standing now. And now, this is the laziest transformation I've ever seen on a Transformer. Okay. You take in these little props on the back, you pull them straight down, but not so hard that you pop his feet off. Pull them straight down, rotate them around like so, so that his toes face forward, and then split the front of the hovercraft. And that is his entire transformation. 3 steps. Get them out of the way. And here we have Sureshock. Again, Energon and Armada. To transform him into his robot mode, now you split the front half apart like that. And let's see. And that is it. He is transformed at that point. So if you consider splitting and folding, 2 steps for his transformation. And this guy is weak. I didn't like the Highwire, but this guy's worse. And here is Energon Sureshock. You start off by taking and flipping the back tires out to the sides. Take the front tires, straighten them out towards the front of the vehicle. Rotate this back and flip his head out of the seat. Rotate that down and you're done. That's him. Words can't describe for me. I mean, he's got these huge gorilla arms, a completely hollow chest. I mean, he's got just like a spine. His legs, he looks... You ever seen King of the Hill? Hank Hill's father has these little bitty knees, little bitty legs, because according to him, I got my leg shot off by a Japan-man's machine gun. That's what he looks like to me. He looks like he has no shins whatsoever. And really, he has no posability in the legs whatsoever. But, oh, and I'm not going to discuss the cod piece that almost touches the ground. So, let's combine these guys.